All right, y'all, we have discussed some hooks here and there. We've discussed 2 different types of yarn. We're making our way to the 3rd type of yarn. This is size 5 bulky yarn. Works up quick or quicker than usual. Good for blankets, scarves, hats, ear warmers, wintertime garments that you want to make. I use this yarn really like in the wintertime whenever I am making hats here and there. But when it comes to reading our label, it is a size 5 bulky yarn. So in patterns, you'll notice that it says use weight 3 or use weight 5 yarn or any bulky yarn. It's saying read this number right here. And if you have the specific yarn needed for a particular pattern, if you have the matching or corresponding one, then you're good to go. Now, when it comes to reading how much is on this or how much is in this skein, this is also important. Some patterns call for like 2 or 3 balls of yarn, or they'll give you the total number of yarn used when that individual was making the pattern or the garment for the pattern that you are wanting to use. And so this is only 109 yards. I think if you were to, make a hat, you could probably make an ear warmer out of the rest, but the recommended hook size on this is 8mm. I personally don't use this big of a hook. I actually use a size J. I don't use an L. I use a size J hook, especially when I'm making hats. They are they are tighter, they feel a little bit warmer, and I mean, it may not work up as quick as using the recommended yarn, but this is only for me. And like I said, this is the preference that I have that is the hook preference that I use. Now, whenever a pattern calls for a specific yardage of yarn, you always want to look at this number. Some patterns will give you the meters, but I like to look for the yards, and then that way I can either times it and multiply it by however much yarn I need, and then that way if I have to go get a couple of more skeins of yarn, then I can. But size 5 recommended hook size is 8mm or size US L-11, and the recommended knitting needle size is 9mm or US 13. So and always read how to take care of your yarn and the garments that you make for others, and also provide that information to your customers as well. So this is 5 Loops and Threads Charisma.